Welcome to the introduction of Lean Eco and the introduction of LivingPower. About 25 years ago, in Kolding, Denmark, a company invented the first three-phase delta converter. Today, this invention is still the foundation of many UPS systems globally, but all that is about to change. A new shift of paradigm is arising, and we're here today, all of us, change the game. Lean Eco is proud and honored to introduce LivingPower by Lean Eco, a paradigm shift in how we think power, the world's first and only virtual power system, and a new way of thinking power infrastructure. On one hand, we see a growing change towards decentral green power supply, which creates a more vulnerable and unstable power supply. On the other hand, we see virtual IT, faster changing needs and constant changes in processes. And to bridge the power to the future, we need to rethink the way we set up our power infrastructure. Power virtualization is a paradigm shift for this change. Power virtualization bridges power management of the systems, the processes and the people, and builds the infrastructure for the future. A traditional UPS is based on hardwired connections with absolutely no flexibility and with a focus on power supply. A setup that was good when power supply and power requirements were stable and predictable. Virtual power builds the power rate right into your infrastructure. Virtual power is the future connection and mobility. It provides the virtual power distribution and enables cloud-based management and cloud-based power thinking. Lean Eco is based on roots stretching back to the Danish Electromagnetic Institute, reaching into the development of power supply for space exploration, and top director of emerging technology development at APC. Lean Eco was founded in 2008 and started development of LivingPower in 2010. After 6 years of development, 4 years of laboratory testing, and 2 years of real-life client testing, we're glad to finally launch LivingPower, the world's first and only living power infrastructure, a paradigm shift to virtual power management. Just imagine, you get your power supply from the grid, but your needs are on 3 different levels: critical power, essential power, and other power loads. The critical load could be IT installations, networks, hubs, IP, and they could have different priorities. The essential loads could be cooling, elevators, machines, and gates, and other loads could be lights, signs, and the like. This is typical for almost all enterprises. But since the systems of today are not able to live with your organization, existing power setup does not distinguish between your loads. In ordinary operations, power flows from the grid through the rectifiers to the UPS installation, and from the UPS batteries to the loads. In LivingPower, the power is, however, distributed to different output zones or loads with critical installations and to output zones with essential loads, while other loads run past the system. In different situations, depending on needs, configuration and setup, the system will move the resources to different zones, change the characteristics of a power module from rectifier to inverter, hypercharge batteries, supply backup power to essential loads, and perform self-healing in cases of overload or failure. LivingPower from Lean Eco is using existing power conversion technology, using existing hardware, cabinets, rectifiers, inverters, batteries, but offering a completely new way of thinking, a way that matches today's and tomorrow's business, where the power infrastructure becomes alive, where power resources are available when and where needed. LivingPower matches your business needs, both today and tomorrow. If your needs change, so does LivingPower. And LivingPower puts the control of power management in the hands of your systems, your processes, and your people. LivingPower by LiNico. We change the game.